Remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
What's happening, Toledo? I'm Faith Atkins, and thanks for joining me on the show that brings you the good news, unless you know what's happening in the 419. Today we are in downtown Toledo at the beautiful Promenade Park, brought to you by ProMedica, and joining me right now is ProMedica's Director of External Events,
yes,
Mona Shouser. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm so excited. Behind us we have the stages going up and we're getting ready for the season.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I know that season, the summer concert series that ProMedica is bringing, just talk to me, over the last couple years, how has Promenade Park transformed downtown Toledo?
How hasn't it transformed, right? It's been 6 years since we started doing this. The first year we just, dabbled in it and just did 4 concerts, and then the next year we were so overconfident and we did 16, which was insane, but it was so much fun. We learned a lot. And then each year we just kind of changed it up and it grew, and then of course Solheim happened, which I don't even know how to describe that. It was amazing, and then here we are today, so for our 6th season.
But not even more than that, Promenade Park hosts so many events. Like you said, Solheim, it hosts different festivals, Jeep Fest,
yes,
it's made truly an impact.
There are not only does ProMedica host the events, there are so many other nonprofits or even small fundraising events, or even what we do here now, what we're doing here now. You see it day in and day out through the spring and through the fall, and it's so much fun to see the activity in downtown and be along the river. We're really very, very fortunate.
And you guys have a great lineup coming up for the rest of the summer. But before we get into that, make sure you guys head over to the Toledo Museum of Art and check out their latest installations.
What's new is this amazing community gallery that debuted just about a month ago. And we are so excited to have our first solo artist in this community gallery that is named after philanthropic family here in Toledo, the Savages, Robert C. and Sue Savage Community Gallery at Toledo Museum of Art. So we debuted this community gallery with the thought in mind, and also the donors' thought in mind, that we really wanted to showcase local artists who are emerging, artists who have been othered, artists from a diverse background, giving local artists an opportunity to not only showcase their works in a world-class museum, but also to have their friends and family to come and have an amazing exhibit just like we do in our other galleries throughout the museum. It's really interesting where we located this community gallery. So when you first walk into the museum in the Herrick lobby, the first thing you see at the end of the hallway is the Matisse called the Apollo. We are located, the community gallery, to the right of the Apollo. So it is right next to a world famous piece that we have of artwork. And we really wanted to say to local artists that your work is just as beautiful as any artist that's exhibiting here in our museum. We're really excited for this particular artist to debut here in our community gallery. Her name is Amber Keir. She goes by Ams of the Hysteria Company, and it's a Findlay-based company, so it's a local company in Northwest Ohio. And she's really an emerging artist, both paintings and statements that she's making about community and belonging and acceptance and access, which perfectly aligns with us. And also being very open about, advocating for the LGBTQ plus community as well. She was a perfect fit for this particular community gallery. And we're really excited because this is the only gallery in the museum that has a retail model. And what that means is each artist who debuts here will be allowed to sell their work. So they work with curators inside the museum to help set the price. They work with our preparators. We also are going to be providing opportunity for people like Ams and future artists who debut here to also work with some of our outreach youth, conduct workshops, and we as the museum would pay them in addition to the works that are sold here on the wall. So it's a really great opportunity because the museum is a world-class museum. So we have people, visitors internationally from all over the region, all over the nation that come through here. And because of the beautiful colors in this first solo exhibition, it has really, gained the attention of visitors. And so we're really just excited to have that type of interaction. So the Our Belonging exhibit runs now through September 3rd. So you have all summer to come and check out the community gallery. And remember, the museum is free. So come on in and look at this exhibit, interact with it, and let us know what your feelings are about belonging.
The work is really about the copy, the idea that we can't make a copy of the natural world. It's this precious thing, it exists and it's always changing, but the way we're impacting it means that it's extremely fragile. I'm Alexandra Daisy Ginsberg. I'm an artist and I'm the creator of Machine Auguries Toledo here at the Toledo Museum of Art. Machine Auguries Toledo is an artwork that I've created especially for the museum here, and it is a rendering of the Dawn Chorus, but perhaps as you haven't heard it before. So as you enter the room, the Canada Gallery here at the museum, you hear, or you see the dark blue light of the pre-dawn and the sound of crickets just very soft in the background. And the work starts with a call of an American robin as it sings the first song of the dawn, followed by a machine, an AI-trained robin singing back. And over the course of the 12 minutes, we go through a journey of the dawn chorus and the sun coming up as a light installation above us. But this is not a normal dawn chorus because a lot of it has been created using a piece of AI called a generative adversarial network. And the idea is that I want to invite people to come in and listen to the dawn, to really experience that magical feeling and to go outside. So it's a piece of environmental art that is calling for us to do more to protect birds and to look after nature. It seems unusual to make a dawn chorus using AI, but for me, I'm exploring the technology and what it can do and also its limits. And I'm interested in how much we focus on innovation, the new, the special. Wow, we could do this stuff with AI, it's intelligent. But actually there's this extraordinary intelligent life outdoors, outside in our natural world, and nature isn't separate from us. It's what we rely on and we depend on to exist. So it's this balance between innovation and preservation or conservation. Why do we value one thing more than the other? We value the new and not the existing, and I want to bring attention to that. I hope that people will come into this space, this meditative state in the museum, and experience an artificial dawn, and then make sure to get up the next morning and actually listen and experience this beauty that's far more beautiful than what we can simulate inside.
We're about to take our first break, but when we get back, we're chatting more with Mona about what Promenade Park is bringing to the city, plus another special guest will be joining us. Stay tuned.
Visit the Toledo Zoo this summer and come closer. Closer to unbearably exciting. Closer to African adventure. Closer to underwater wonders. And closer to absolutely adorable. You don't have to roam very far to come face to face with fun. This summer at the Toledo Zoo.
Remember how it felt to have new supplies on the first day of school? Some kids won't know that feeling without your help. Lucas County Children's Services knows firsthand that every child deserves to feel good at school. The Ready, Set, School Backpack campaign is providing supplies to foster children being helped by LCCS. Join our local sponsors and help us fill 800 backpacks by dropping off school supplies and monetary donations at the Appliance Center in Maumee on Wednesday, July 19th from 4 to 7 p.m. Visit BuckeyeBroadband.com/school for more info.
And as floodwaters continue to rise, thousands are left destitute.
We already see major fire spread.
Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by the wildfires, which continue to blaze.
The storm barreled ashore overnight, packing 130-mile-per-hour winds.
Utter devastation. Now search and rescue efforts.
Across the country, disasters have left many in need of emergency shelter.
You can help those impacted by disasters, big and small. Give now.
Welcome back to What's Happening Toledo. I'm Faith Atkins here at Promenade Park, and with me right now is the ever so talented musical artist, Kaylayn Pace. Kaylayn, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
So glad that you're here to join us.
Thank you.
So, for folks who don't know, talk to me, who is Kaylayn Pace and what is her music about?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been performing since I've been pretty much 8 years old. I'm 27 now, and I've just been going around different states all over. I'm originally from Michigan, so all over Michigan and different states. So I'm very excited to be here today, and I'm so excited for more opportunities. I also am a Nashville recording artist, so I do a lot of music down there. And yeah, just trying to get my name out as much as I can, and I've been doing it since I've been a little girl. So
I'll just say, talk to me about, how did you get to where you are? And we were talking a little bit in the break, some of the big names that are associated with you. Talk to me about that.
So I've been singing since I've been pretty much 8 years old, like I said, and I actually have a very musically inclined family. My dad's side, I have a lot of cousins, great aunt and uncles that sing, play instruments. Also a little bit on my mom's side, I have my grandpa. He sings and plays. So I really just grew up with a lot of music and throughout my life so far. So that really inspired me to get into music in the first place. And yeah, I've been getting a lot of great opportunities, especially this year, opening up for some major acts. I'm doing Pitbull in August, Chris Jansen coming up. I did Craig Morgan last year, and yeah, just trying to get out there as much as I can.
That's really cool. And so you will be performing here at Promenade Park on the 21st, but you performed here before.
Yes.
How was that like?
Oh, it was great. Last summer, it was a lot of people were here. It was just an honor to share the stage with these artists. I'm very excited to share the stage with Chris Jansen coming up here soon. So, Yeah, I just feel honored to be here.
Well, we're honored to have you, and you're about to perform here again.
Yes, I am.
You're about to perform your single, You're Not.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Okay, perfect. I don't deserve that, 'cause you said I won't find any better, or you said I'll waste my time. Yeah, the truth is that's all lie. So don't sit here and tell me who's better and who has everything that can treat me right. 'Cause you're not. 'Cause you're not. Yeah, the truth is, oh, the truth is, and now that you're gone, you can't tell me. 'Cause you said I won't find any better, oh, you said I'll waste my time. Yeah, the truth is that's all lie. So don't sit here and tell me who's better and who has everything that can treat me right. 'Cause you're not. 'Cause you're not. Thank you.
Mona joining
Oh
us
my
over
gosh.
here. That was amazing.
That was beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
Oh my
blessed our
gosh.
ears.
Oh, thank you.
And tell me, okay,
Yeah.
I kind of got the vibe for the song,
Yeah.
but who inspired that song? Or is there any inspiration?
Yeah, well, behind the song, it's when your ex comes running back to you, saying you won't find better, why you're wasting your time with this new person. I feel like we all can kind of relate to that.
Definitely.
When you're in a relationship, you break up, and then they try to come squeezing back in,
But
so-
you're not.
But
You're not going.
yeah,
you're not
not
going
liking
to.
it. So that's kind of inspiration. Yeah.
I loved it.
Thank
and
you.
for the folks at home,
Yeah.
where can we download that and put it on our
Yeah, so it's
playlist?
all on digital platforms, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, wherever you get your music, it's on there. And then also under Kaylayn Pace Music, you can find all my socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all under that.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited. So
And
thank you.
I mean, will we be able to hear that when you perform here at Promenade?
Yes, I actually will play that.
July
so.
21st, she will be here. And so, and
Promenade
then,
Park.
what's the best place to get tickets to hear her?
You can get tickets online at ProMedicaLive.com, or if you're in town and downtown and you just run over to Huntington box office and pick up your tickets, and you can avoid any fees when you're there too.
Okay, that sounds like the best way to do it.
It
And
is.
then, plus, you guys have a new feature though at Promenade. While we're sitting here listening to the beautiful sounds of Kaylayn Pace,
Yes,
what
we
is
do.
new over?
Well, we activated we took over a little bit of extra footprint and brought it into the concert event space. We activated the area that's just under the Chop House. And it's Bubbles Lounge, and it's sponsored by Farmers and Merchant State Bank. And we have a DJ that kicks off at 5 o'clock. So when the gates open, they're ready. We have exclusive beverages in the area, and it'll just be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Okay, yeah. I can't wait for that.
I know,
When you told me about
right?
that, I was super excited. But we're about to take our final break. We're going to learn more about Promenade Park and Miss Kaylayn Pace. Stick with us.
Visit the Toledo Zoo this summer and come closer. Closer to unbearably exciting. Closer to African adventure. Closer to underwater wonders. And closer to absolutely adorable. You don't have to roam very far to come face to face with fun. This summer at the Toledo Zoo.
Catch all Toledo Villa FC home games only on BCSN and the BCSN Now app.
Okay.
Welcome back to What's Happening Toledo. We're here at Promenade Park, and I have these lovely ladies with me, Miss Mona Shouser with ProMedica and Miss Kaylayn Pace, the ever so talented musical artist. So, at Promenade, aside from the summer concert series, which we will see Miss Kaylayn Pace, what else does Promenade have to offer for the city of Toledo?
So we host movie nights in the park, and we have 2 movie nights left for the season. One is on July, actually right after your performance, the next night, July 22nd, and then August 12th. And thanks to ProMedica Federal Credit Union, we're able to put these on, and I'm telling you, it is so much fun. We always have a DJ, we have Imagination Station is here, we have face painting. Last month we had a bouncy house, we have popcorn, we have ice cream, anything and everything you can think of we have here, and it is, sorry, my watch?
No, it's totally fine. You're a busy woman. But yeah.
So it's just so much fun to see the kids and the families, and they play in the fountain, and then they go back and forth, they they make friends. I'm telling you, you fall in love with these kids, and you just want to take some of them home. They're just so cute.
And you guys always have great movies, aside from the kids. You can't, the kids, that's fine, bring them out, but the movies
are
main
great.
attraction. You always pick great movies. Also, there's something new with ProMedica. Promenade, before we, see Kaylayn perform, what's a new policy that, concert goers should know about?
So we have a new policy this year to help make check-in so much smoother and quicker. We put in place a clear bag policy. It's the same that stadiums have in place, so we are following their guidelines, and you can find it all on ProMedicaLive.com.
Awesome, perfect. And then, Kaylayn, any final thoughts on your music and how we can find you or stay up to date with what's going on?
No, yeah, absolutely. Again, you guys can check me out on all social media under Kaylayn Pace Music, and I'm just very excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm excited about the 21st.
Awesome.
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah,
thank you.
I have one more question.
Yeah, what's up?
You sing, you write, you can play the guitar. You come from a music. Is there another like special talent that you have?
Not really, no.
Oh, I mean, this is enough. Singing, writing, and playing the guitar. I know that's like one of the hardest instruments.
Yes,
And you do it so well. Yeah, I bet. I already know. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us on this episode. July 21st, bring your clear bags and see Miss Kaylayn Pace opening up for Chris Jansen. Yeah. And tune in next week for another episode of What's Happening Toledo.
Buckeye Broadband would like to say thank you, grazie, to everyone who made the Italian Bowl in Toledo possible. The many people behind the scenes who brought this incredible game to Toledo, grazie. The athletes who certainly delivered an exciting, world-class game, grazie. The sponsors whose generous financial support made this possible, grazie. And you, the fans, who not only showed up despite the weather, but welcomed our guests with cheers of appreciation, grazie. Together, we made history. To all of you, thank you, grazie.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
We all make choices. When it comes to alcohol, kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, have a seat for a second. Remind me about that party again?
Alex is just...
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. They want guidance and honest answers to their questions. And it makes a difference when the message is consistent and part of everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
More than 180 million Americans rely on drinking water that originates in forests often hundreds of miles away. Those trees capture snow and rain, replenish rivers and streams, and keep our water pure. Without these trees, many would be without fresh, clean drinking water. But on average, we lose 7 million acres of forest trees a year to fire alone. These trees must be replanted so your glass can be refilled. The Arbor Day Foundation asks for your help in replanting our national forests, for the water we drink and the air we breathe, for the natural beauty that inspires us, the outdoor recreation that brings us together, and for those with whom we share this planet. For today and for future generations, please visit arborday.org. See what we're doing. See how you can help.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
It's this simple. Clean drinking water comes from forests, and our forests are being devastated. Those trees must be replanted so your glass can be refilled. Visit arborday.org. See how you can help.